welcome to our highlight show of the Saturday's games of the final stages of the second round. The top four have basically decided their future and who's going to go into the quarterfinals. But before we even get into any action of any sorts, let's have a look at the log standings at the beginning of today's play. So no change at the top. It's the Lions and the Eagles that hold positions 1 and 2 respectively. Eagles have played one more than the Lions, but the interesting positions are 3rd and 4th. The Mongoose and the Suns, they will both be trying to make their way into the quarterfinals. Lots of work for the Spears and the Wolverines to do. Our two featured matches of the day are the eThekwini Spears versus the Diesel Electric Services Eagles, and the Kolosco Lions, the log leaders, up against the Gelakspan Mongoose. But first up, here are a few highlights from the first match of the day between the Buffalo City Suns and the Pretoria Wolverines. The Buffalo City Metro Suns, certainly one of the most improved sides in the 2019 Supersport Wheelchair Basketball Series, and they've proved that if you play as a team and use the combinations well, you can overcome most obstacles. The Wolverines, having had a great 2018 season, finding themselves in the finals, have had anything but a great season, and have even go as far as pulling the coach, Willie Mulder, off the bench, and Mulder now a player just to make up the numbers. But there's still life in the old warhorse, and he would actually get 10 points in this particular outing. But it was the combination of the Suns, some fabulous play, and the likes of number 12, Mongameli Wana, doing all the business, and he was to be the star player, accumulating 21 personal points in his tally. The little wizard Mzaleni doing all the business, making sure that he would get the ball to the right man at the right time, and most of his passing just going the way of steady play to create the baskets. Ayabonga Jim, ever smart, playing his normal game at number 11. Provider using the pick under the basket, off the glass, 2 points, easy as you like. No answers for the Suns from the Wolverines. The Wolverines simply just outclassed in the key on the day. The baskets just kept raining in for the Suns, and most situations there were huge overlaps and almost static play from the Wolverines, which is a very, very worrying sign. Jaco van Niekerk was the star player on the day, if there was to be a star player for the Wolverines, and he was to amass 19 points, never giving up despite the fury of the opposition, taking 2 and a free-point attempt to come. It was really the day for the Suns, and the Suns knowing that they have every opportunity now of going into the playoffs, and they'll be looking beyond those playoffs. They'll be wanting to make the top 4, and the likelihood is that they will meet either the Spears or the Wolverines yet again, but they would certainly want to know that they will overcome that great little flick through there to the wizard Mzaleni, who took those 2 off the glass. It was just a day that the Wolverines would probably want to forget. Jaco van Niekerk forming up a good combination at times. We've seen this a few times in the season with the big man coming down the side. And that would be 2 points for the Wolverines. The halftime score had been 30 points to 24. The Wolverines were very much in the game, as they were at the end of the third, where it was 41-33, but a massive fourth quarter coming in from the Suns and wrapping up a fabulous win that they would go away with a bonus point to boot, and a final score of 65-45. So then straight to our first featured match of the day, and that was between the Diesel Electric Services Eagles and the eThekwini Spears.
The lineup for the Spears today features Superman Dagumbi, a lot of experience there, and he's got 123 national caps, not playing for the national team anymore, but age catching up there, I think. Sianda Dube, he's an under 23 player, and 2 national players, current national players in Shalembe and Shabalala. That's number 8 and 10. The Diesel Electric Services Eagles today, Freddie Ganyapu and Daniel Nyuke, number 5 and 8, they're Zimbabwe national players. Jack Makotsi at number 9, he's a South African national player. And KB and Corner will probably be doing all the controlling of the ball today.
match officials, brought to you courtesy of the Sasol Technical Excellence Program. In the middle, it is Natasha Anono. Zopilo Mtembu, he is on the right of screen, and Tony Gravito on the left, and with me, Kevin Smith in commentary. Opportunities here for the eThekwini Spears, and they take first blood in this game here at the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Centre.
Yeah, that's courtesy of Shabalala.
Makhotsi thinking about the shot. Retief has got a very easy run into the basket. 2 points from the layup. Marcus Retief over the line. Number 4 for the Eagles. Remember, they're in the dark blue, and this is Retief, right-hand side of the court. Just a quick offload to Jack Makhotsi, who makes no mistake. Makes it look ever so easy.
Yeah, Makhotsi, I think, was setting up a screen for Retief, but made no mistake, as you say.
KB in corner, taking the ball, pushing it out far. Makhotsi, he's going to try another one of those long shots, and why not? When you can do that, yeah, give it to the man every time.
Yeah, Makhotsi's obviously got his eye in from that side. They'll need to feed it to him there.
Wow, Kevin.
Makhotsi from both sides.
He's a shooting machine today. Star player thus far, gets himself into the top of the key, and oh, what a pass. What a layoff to Bronkhorst, who was unable to finish it off. And there is the man.
Yeah, 2 shots coming from the Eagles, but Makhotsi picking up the rebound and just finishing it off for the Eagles. Dlamini into Shabalala.
Haven't seen much of Dlamini in this game yet. He's normally a very steady shot, but this will be an attempt from the top of the key. No problem for Superman Lagumbi. Dlamini trying to draw that foul on KB in corner, and in corner might just have been a bit lucky. But Superman Lagumbi, how about that for experience?
Yeah, using all his years of experience there, and he's has such an easy action.
Possession back to the Eagles.
Chabalala just putting in the check there, but committing a foul in the process.
No mistake on the second free attempt from Jack Makhotsi. Another great basket for Superman Lagumbi, pulling the Spears within 3, just on 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Wow.
Yeah, great work there from the Spears. Deserved basket there.
Marcus Retief with that familiar flat shot, not finding its destination. And here is an opportunity, because a great overlap. No problem for the eThekwini Spears. New leaders in this game. Good rebound taken, setting KB in corner, well on his way, and in corner putting the Eagles back in the lead with a great layup. It's his first shot of the game. Dlamini.
Yeah, a lot of flashing and carrying on there. There's always going to be a foul. That foul was committed by Shabalala for the Spears, and he's sitting on 3 fouls now, which might be a bit of an issue for the Spears.
Yeah, 3 fouls in the first quarter. Well, how about that? You don't get them flatter than that.
Yeah, it's Marcus Retief's trademark. Very, very flat shots.
A very tight affair here at the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Centre. Second round coming to an end. And how about that to start proceedings for the second quarter from the old warhorse, Superman Lagombi. Dlamini, opportunity for a layup. Layup's going to count, and it looks like he might just get an extra shot for his trouble.
Yeah, he certainly will. And Ntwalana just reversing there for the Eagles. Cannot reverse into the player.
Superman Lagombi just controlling his chair. Unfortunately for the Eagles, missing out, and this is good into play. Mahona, he's got an opportunity. He's not going to miss those. Ntwalana should have taken 2 points, and he knows it. And here is that opportunity. Opportunity taken. So it is the eThekwini Spears, courtesy of Mazibuku.
These Electric Services Eagles just guilty of missing sitters.
Yeah, they've gone right off the boil. They started like a house on fire. And it's the Eagles who are doing the damage. And the Eagles, I beg your pardon, the Spears have just taken over. Retief back to Nkona with a shot. Good rebound picked up by the Spears. But hand in there and giving the ball straight back. Finally, it's the Eagles who do find 2 points courtesy of Ntwalana. Shot missed by the Eagles. And here is a golden opportunity now. 2 points. Not going to miss those. Kevin Superman Lagombi, no pressure.
Yeah, definitely not.
It's fair to say that the Eagles shooting has almost deserted them.
Nkwana with a three-pointer.
Kanyapfu often been a player who needs to start to get himself really into the game, and it took a while to get him on off the bench. And by his own admission, he likes to be in the first five.
Yeah, both teams are sitting on collective fouls now.
Oh, great interplay. And Ganyapu, that'll give him all the confidence in the world. Excellent play from the Eagles. Is it going to be the Spears who are going to capitalize? Superman Lagombi from the top of the key. Wow, Kevin, that is all the experience in the world.
At half-time, the Eagles trailing the Spears by 26-23. The 2 pointers, the business end of the game, 45% average from the Spears, 13 out of 29. 9 out of 28, 32% for the Eagles. Not to be happy with that.
Retief managing to get the ball from Jack Mahotsi. Mahotsi started like he was on a mission. He was just scoring from anywhere, and then things started to go right. But he started this quarter in the right manner. 2 points. Steady player, Jack Mahotsi. Eagles now trailing by 1. And this is the man who's made hay while the sun is shining, and it is certainly shining here at the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Centre. Wow. Mazibuku, what a game he's having as well. I recognize that number, Kevin. My familiar 13. I think I used to play in that number, actually.
Well, that's the number.
Lucky for some.
But the Eagles just don't seem to have a plan on attack. Their defense is always solid, but just their attack is just letting them down. They're not getting themselves into places. We see another basket sinking for the Spears, this time courtesy of Shabalala.
And as you were saying there, the Eagles, one was beginning to wonder just where was their defense, because normally that is their trademark. They are known for it. And here's a 3-point attempt. We've seen this well. It's going to be a 2-point attempt. No, it's a pass in the end. And wow, that really was special play. That basket's going to count, and he's going to get one to come.
Yeah, it's Dlamini.
Marcus Retief pushing it out to Jack Mahotsi. Mahotsi looking for the long shot. No change on the score sheet for the Spears. In corner, left-hand side of the court, Jack Mahotsi, golden opportunity. He's not going to miss that, surely.
Yeah,
what
good
a basket.
Basket from the Diesel Electric Services Eagles there.
So, Eagles, do they smell blood here? Here's an opportunity now to draw level and take command of this outing, because they have been held very, very carefully. Ganyapu, wow. That might just settle him down as well. He took a very, very good basket. He'd been in there. He had to get that ball up very quickly. And here come the Eagles. Christian Bronkhorst. Mahotsi. Easy as you like. And the Eagles have finally started asserting some sort of ascendancy. They've had 3 good baskets on the trot.
Ganyapu just needs to be careful now, because one more foul and he's off.
Yeah, he really does need to be careful, and there's no need for it. Arms swinging around. Wow. And that one seemed to just creep in. So it's level pegging again. There's no need for either team to panic, because they're both playing good ball on the court. It's just a case of getting the percentages up on the shooting, and whoever's more hungry in the shooting department is going to win this game. Doesn't allow himself to get ruffled in any way. Superman Lagumbi shoots for 2. Misses the first. Needs to use that as a sighter. Needs to learn from it. Second attempt going up. And that is exactly what the top players do. They might miss that first one, but the second one, learning curve. KB in corner, 3-point attempt. Good pick up there from Mahotsi. And Jack doing the business. He's all right, Jack. And he is all right, Superman Lagumbi. Whoa, take that for a response.
Yeah, we've seen him do that so many times this game so far, from the top of the key.
Beautiful action, off the wrist, straight on line with the elbow. And finally, KB in corner comes good, sneaking his way in. So this is turning into be a fabulous encounter. The lead is changing literally by the second. It's basket for basket. It's all action here at the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Center. High ball taken off the glass by Mahotsi. Mahotsi being watched by Gumbi. Ball through to KB in corner. Looking for Freddy Ganyapu. Finds him. And Ganyapu.
And this is where Ganyapu works so well, is right under the basket there.
And he works so well with that combination. Gets himself in the right place. And despite being on 4 fouls, Ganyapu, he's doing the smart thing now. He's not allowing himself to get into the traffic. But here's KB in corner. He's going to be watched by Superman Lagumbi. And wow, a flurry of baskets very quickly from the Eagles. And in no time, Kevin, there's a 5-point swing. Substitutions are beginning to click.
Yeah, they certainly are. I'm just still a bit concerned because there's another quarter to go with Freddie Ganyapu sitting on 4 for the Eagles.
And there's one back from Dlamini. Gumbi is starting to creep in, and the last thing they can do is lose him in terms of fouls. And Jack Mahotsi with a brilliant layup.
Yeah, excellent from Mahotsi.
The Diesel Electric Services Eagles get the 4th quarter underway. KB in corner. And a great start. Jack Mahotsi in the opening seconds. And that's exactly what the doctor would have ordered. And that should have been 2 points as well, but they will get a foul out of the maneuver. And these are very important shots because the percentages on the free throws from both sides has not been that impressive. Well, he does take the first. And these are seriously important. Any basket attempt right now from either team is important with the state of the game. And this surely should drop. That's how you wind the time down. You just
yeah, everybody's sitting there watching it.
You balance it on the back shelf, let it bounce about 8 or 9 times and then drop.
Big discussion with the officials, and it looks like Andrew Skuman, the commissioner, also wants to have a word.
It was more about who's going to take the shot.
Yeah, because the person who's actually fouled has to take the shot, and I think that's what the big discussion was.
And Superman Lagumbi never to miss a trick. He would have preferred to take the shot. We all know why. Well,
still get the one, do the Spears.
We don't often see players with injuries, despite the physicality of the game. But we do see this man scoring baskets, 7 from 12 at the moment, Superman Lagumbi, on the 2-pointers. Mokgotsi, long shot, bang.
3-pointer.
Bang. And that gets them over the half-ton. Will they start looking now and thinking about a bonus point? And look at that experience from Superman Lagumbi, just putting all the pressure on the player going for the layup. That was KB in corner, and doing enough to make sure that those 2 points weren't scored. And those 2 points are indeed scored for the Spears, and it was Shabalala. 50% for him as well, 5 from 10. Here's KB in corner, trying to find his way around. Mokgotsi pivoting, sees Retief, and Marcus Retief, right place, right time, and the right shot.
Yeah, his shooting has really come on the season as Marcus Retief, much better from him.
Mokgotsi controlling the rebound very well as it came off the glass. Ganyapfu, well, he was fortunate there that Retief was in a position to pick it up. It's come back to in corner, now to Mokgotsi. Jack Mokgotsi, back to Retief. Retief doing the right thing, getting it into the key, Ganyapfu. And look who's there. Look who is there to take that shot. Jack Mokgotsi.
KB in corner. Easy run up for him. This time he makes no mistakes. Another 2 points for the Diesel Electric Services Eagles.
It's been a very, very great game that they've entertained us with. Other than this quarter, it's the Eagles that have managed to pull away in the fourth. They needed that.
Yeah, in corner just giving the shoot a shunt from the back, and that was Mazibuko.
Now this is the time where the Eagles need to stay focused, Kevin. They're obviously the first objective, win the game. But being so close yet again to the possibility of a bonus point.
Yeah, but I think there was a bit of a needle between these two earlier, between Mazibuko and Nkwana. So he probably just thought, no, you can have one as well.
Wow, that's a very, very clean second attempt. Overlap opportunity missed there for the Spears, so the possession gone back to the Eagles. And how about that for some clever play? Isn't this good to see? And finished off so well. That was seriously good interplay between the Eagles players and Ganyapfu, just finishing it off, something that was very special. And the Spears got a lot of work to do if they're going to make a big comeback. Mokgotsi, open basket, easy as you like. And Jack Mokgotsi is your MVP. He's been named as the man of the match. There he is, Jack Mokgotsi, and well deserved. He's played his heart out in this particular game. He's kept the Eagles in the game, And certainly his efforts have been noticed, as we see the Spears still keeping their scoreboard ticking over, and that courtesy of Shabalala. He's also had a good game for the men in the light blue. Ganyapfu feeding off to Retief. Retief back to Ganyapfu. Ganyapfu to Bronkhorst, and 2 points the good. So Eagles looking for 1 basket to get a well-deserved at the end, that is.
Quite a good chunk of the Eagles scoreline. So very deserved man of the match player.
A sizable chunk at that, particularly under the circumstances. But the
Sipilele Dlamini this time putting the basket down for the Spears.
And there's your man of the match taking an excellent high ball. Looking for the long pass. Kanyafu's reeled it in there. KB in corner, surely a formality. There is the bonus point. Well worked to make him breathe a huge sigh of relief, because they've been bridesmaids in terms of that bonus point so many times.
Yeah, much better display in the second half really from the Eagles.
And particularly the fourth quarter, but what a basket.
There's Gumbi.
Wow. Superman Lagumbi has played his heart out for his beloved Spears, and this man has for the Eagles, and that is Jack Makhotsi. What an outing. What a game, and he hasn't allowed himself to get ruffled. Look at that, 14 from 23. And these Eagles will probably be grateful for it, because a bit of a wake-up call might have been needed. And this man, Ganyapfu, look at that.
Yeah, he's enjoying it.
Look at that, he's certainly enjoying it. Time to party. He's come back into his own. He looked like he was just going to have one of those off games. He's been on 4 fouls for an age. He's managed his game, and hats off to the tall Zimbabwean. But wow, Dlamini.
The Diesel Electric Services Eagles eventually pulling it off, but a bit of a struggle in the beginning. But let's look at the Spears. 23 out of 56, a 41% average, not too bad. 30 out of 64, 47% for the Eagles, and that's they won't be really happy with that average. And fouls quite high on both sides, but turnovers are much higher on the Spear side, which would have been converted to points by the Eagles. And then the point analysis, again they're 23 out of 56 there for the Spears, you see in that blue area, and hitting 4 out of 17 of their 1-pointers and 2 out of 8 of their 3-pointers. 2 out of 4 for the 3-pointers for the Eagles, and hitting 3 out of the 13 1-pointers. And the Spears, the game leaders on the Spears side is Sivman Lagumbi, no surprise there. He put a lot of experience into this team, but ably assisted by Mazibuko and Shabalala and Dlamini. Makhotsi, the very deserved man of the match, and Ganyapfu and Bronkhorst also helping.
Your MVP, most valuable player, and of course it's Jack Makhotsi. Jack, congratulations. Tell us about that game. Tough?
Yeah, it started as a bit tough at first, but we knew that we'll come back as long as we keep the focus and keep the game plan. So that's how we kept our mind into it, and so that we push and never give up on and change any game plan.
Jack, one thing we saw today was the importance of combinations. You bring on the odd player, it's not working, substitute him, let him watch a little bit from the side, come back into the game. Players such as Freddie Ganyapfu, he needed a bit of a break, came back, big impact player.
Yeah, he's quite an impact player because he's an inside player, so we need that inside basket. When he came back, he pushed it and showed us that he is what he is.
You started this game with a flurry of excellent baskets. You went off the boil a bit. How easy or how hard is it then to come back and focus and start performing with regularity under the basket again?
Yeah, I think, you know, when you take a couple of deep breaths and just start to focus and calm down and relax a bit, you can make a change.
Well, fantastic performance from you and the team today. Again, I think you've had a couple of these. You can probably start your own little merchandise store. But congratulations, Jack.
Thank you,
fantastic Andy. Performance from your most valuable player, and he can be very proud of a big contributor in that great win for the Eagles. So a really good win there at the end of the day for the Diesel Electric Services Eagles. Before we get into the next action, let's have a chat to one of the statesmen of the game in terms of officialdom, and I'm talking to Charles Foster.
I did play basketball, but I played able-bodied basketball, and I did coach also. In 1999, Charles Saunders asked me to join the wheelchair. It's where I started to be involved in wheelchair. And in 2001, I became an international referee for wheelchair basketball. In able-bodied, we look upper board, while in wheelchair, we look down. So also is when I started, I had a lot of feeling about people with disability and so on, but I went learning and I got to understand that there's no big difference between the two games.
And when it comes to the actual players, I'm glad you mentioned that point, because coming into a sport for people with disabilities as a fully able-bodied person, that side of it psychologically must have been quite interesting.
Yes. In the beginning, I had, like I said, I had a lot of feeling. I was scared when a player falls down and so on, but then I went learning to say, okay, this is the same thing as in able-bodied, the player falls down and you stand up. Also in wheelchair, it happened the same way. The dream of every referee is to become international, to go to World Cup, to go to Olympics. I've been in World Cup, but I've not been in Paralympics so far or Olympic Games. So I hope maybe I still have a chance to go to Paralympics. I'll not go to Olympics as a referee, but maybe I can go as a commissioner because I already retired as the international referee for able-bodied.
Well, congratulations and thanks for all you've done for our game. And I'm talking about the wheelchair game, and we really would give anything to see you on the court at the Paralympic Games sooner or later as a match official. Thanks again, Charles, and lovely chatting to you.
Thank you very much.
A great match official and certainly a gentleman to boot as well. Always a pleasure to have the quality of the officials that we are blessed to have in the game of wheelchair basketball. Now it's to the big action of the day, and that was between the log leaders, the Kalosko Lions, and they were up against the Mongoose. Let's have a look at those team sheets.
The Kalosko Lions today boasting 4 national players in Moletti, Williams, Dumond and Mbele, and also the speedster, the ex-national player as well, Tandile Zonke at number 7. Then the Khalikspan Mongoose. Looking at number 11, Bofelo Ramon, the 17-year-old, is showing huge promise this season so far. He'll be assisted by Madingi Mbele, and William Ruba will probably be doing the carrying, and Mona Metsi, always a strong player.
The men in black for this encounter, brought to you courtesy of Sasol Technical Excellence Program. In the middle, it's Arnold Masaya. Andrew Skuman is on the left of screen. Charles Manetti is on the right, and Kevin Smith is with me in commentary. And it's game on here between the log leaders, the Kalosko Lions, and they are playing in the white and blue left to right, and the Mongoose, who have thus far proved to be the surprise package of 2019, and they're in the purple and playing right to left on your screen. Good interception for the Mongoose, and as I've alluded to, Kevin Smith is back with me. He's off tennis duty. And Kevin, your thoughts very early. The Mongoose certainly have been the surprise package of 2019.
Yeah, they certainly have, and you know they have the likes of Ramon, a very young player, but showing huge promise. And but they have come up against the powerhouse of the Lions.
But it is the other Mbele, Samanga, for the Kalosko Lions. He does take the first basket of the game, and he'll get a free shot to come.
Yeah, he is fouled in the process of shooting.
And what a seriously good player this is, Kevin.
Certainly is. He's a national player.
Great attitude as well, and you can learn a lot. You're just talking to the guy about the game, and he's got a lot to impart with his teammates. Certainly an asset to wheelchair basketball South Africa, and there is the future of the game. And again, evidence of the youngster, and this is the man we're talking about. Do we call him a man or a boy? I'm not sure, because wow, at 17 years old.
No, he's playing like a man.
Shane Williams picking up again from Samanga Mbele, and Samanga Mbele just indicating something at the match official, not happy about something.
Yeah, Samanga Mbele's normally been a very cool, calm customer, and just lately he's taken to chirping, but Shane Williams just pushing the Lions further ahead.
Still got lots of fuel on the bench, have the Lions. You saw Tandile Zonke sitting, he'll be waiting for his turn. This is Samanga Mbele, and he's going to take the 2 points here, and looks like a foul will be called as well. No problems for the free shot from Samanga Mbele. That was Gift Mbele doing all the hard work, trying to get the possession back for the Mongoose, but this is going to be, by the looks of it, a very, very physical encounter.
Samanga Mbele again to take the shots. This time he'll have 2.
Well, he's made merry from the first. He's made merry from the second. And anybody watching, this is exactly how you take free shots. Follow that, follow through from the wrist through the arc of the elbow.
Yeah, just unable to control it. So it puts the Lions back on attack. Shane Williams here going to have a layup. No mistake.
And Shane Williams did well there. So Ralph Williams playing for the Mongoose. And here's an opportunity for the Mongoose, and they're not going to blow that. That was just good, very quick, speedy play. Ralph Williams, the trademark shot that he used to have. He is a twilight player, that's for sure, but he's still out there. And wow, that was well set up. And it was Gift Mbele. 2.5 minutes left, just under, in this first quarter. Shane Williams popping it off to Cecil Dumont. Dumont on the shot, looks like he was fouled, and he was. I think the Mongoose have decided to come out with a lot of physicality. It's the only way that they're going to hamper the efforts of the opposition today. First shot good for Dumont. Misses out on the second to secure the possession for the Mongoose. Excellent basket and well finished. Here is Shane Williams. Perhaps just a little under the basket for Samanga Mbele. And then Mpaki flicking it through, and a good basket being the result there from Cecil Dumont. But unfortunately again for the Mongoose, possession given away, unforced error, and here comes Samanga Mbele.
There's always going to be a foul.
Samanga Mbele just continues his merry way on the free shots. That's how you take free shots. Shane Williams, it looked like it was short, but it bounced in his favor, and 2 points to open. Here we go now with a good attacking opportunity, because there is an overlap. Wow, take that, sports lovers. Talk about interplay. Fabulous pass from the little marvel, 17 years old, and he can pass like that, and so accurately, with confidence. But there's the response. Cecil Dumont might not have been as flashy, but certainly it counts. Wow, that's different.
It's one way to pass.
Excellent little pass from Ramon again.
Yeah, much better work from the Mongoose this time. They're using all the court, crossing over and creating the gaps.
Good vision from Ramon to create the opportunity for that basket, and here is the opposite, opposition reply. Shane Williams Took a bit of a tumble at the end of it, but he's straight back in his chair. But sometimes when you rattle one of the top players, it does kind of spread like a cancer through the side. And the Mongoose only 7 points in arrears. And there is an overlap. This is an opportunity, but unfortunately that pass not very accurate, forcing Ralph Williams to have to go away to find the ball rather than meet the ball. So high fouling thus far in this game from the Mongoose.
Beg your pardon, this is Monometsi taking the shots.
And really did correct himself from that first shot that went astray. Capitalized on the second. Ralph Williams just indicating to Ramon that you need to get in there. We need you in the key. Some good shots coming in now from the Mongoose. Taking the set shots, taking their time, with a very strong defense from the Lions. Ramon's going to put up the attempt, and you allow him that free space at your peril.
So at half-time, the Lions are battling a bit against the Mongoose, but 42% shooting average on the 2-pointers for the Lions and 43% for the Mongoose. But big problem for the Mongoose on the turnover side.
The fourth and final quarter underway, and it's really a question now about how much can the Lions score in this final quarter. Can they get the bonus point 65? That's what they'll be looking for. Here's a great opportunity with a opportunistic pass, and first blood goes to Gift Mbele for the Mongoose.
Yeah, he called for it, and so just had to let it fly down the court.
Done a lot of work on the court as Mbele hasn't shot too many times. How about that for a little pass made by Tandile Zonke?
The Koloska Lions now will be looking for their bonus point.
That they certainly will. They've got 9 minutes in which to find 11 points.
Yeah, good hands there from Tandile Zonke. Sets the Lions off on a big overlap here.
So good interplay twice in a row now between Mpaki and Tandile Zonke. Cecil Dumont. A very, very solid performance from Dumont. Does so much work off the ball and just brings that sense of calm. So it's a change of personnel after a very good shot. Koloska Lions, Daniel Mpaki finding his way with a very good pass. And Simanga Mbele not letting anybody down. What an outing this man has had again. But it's been picked up at the back by Simanga Mbele. And here he comes.
Yeah, good
Wow.
interplay with the Lions.
The Lions now playing with ease, flowing movements. And it's all panning out for the log leaders. They'll come away with another win. But good to see that the Mongoose are still determined, that they are, obviously their first benchmark is 40 points. At one point it came within 2 points, and then suddenly let's put the foot to the pedal, and away they went, the Lions. Just change of gear. Wow, great play from the little number 11, and how about that for a basket?
Yeah, good work by Ramon.
Tandile Zonke comes away. And Dumont with an open run to the basket, and surely this will be the bonus point, and fittingly Simanga Mbele. Takes them within one. Contemplating a long shot, pushes it to the right-hand side of the court, and Samange Mbele trying to find his way to that bonus point. Well, yeah, it was a lucky bounce. Cecil Dumont, he'll make sure of it, and that is the bonus point secure. Hands raised on the side. Everybody's happy.
An easy basket there for the Mongoose. Madingi, just putting it down with ease. Open here. The Madingi carrying. Almost lost it, but still in possession.
Something needs to happen quite quickly, and something does happen quite quickly for the Mongoose. A tough day at the office though, but Shane Williams, there he sits, your MVP. He won't know that, of course. Here is Ramon with a great little pass and good basket.
It's Adinga Madingi.
So the Kalosko Lions, the log leaders, there they are, champions of 2016, 17 and 18, and looking to find their way into the playoffs. No doubt they'll do that. And can they make it 4 in a row? Well, stick with us, and on the 26th of October we'll know that. That game comes to you live.
Tandeli Zonki just put it in a basket for the Lions while we were looking at that.
This game into the last minute. And they are the dying seconds. There's just 20 of them to go. A long three-point attempt, and how about that? We needed more of those in the game. They certainly needed more of those, and that, without any shadow of the doubt, will probably rank as one of the player of the days, despite the fact coming from the losing team. But that was a great shot from Monometsi.
So the Kalosko Lions, the deserved leaders there over the Mongoose. 2-pointers, it's 30 out of 59 for the Lions, 51%, that's a good average for them. 39% very low for the Mongoose, 22 out of 56. But very high fouling side team, especially from the Mongoose. The turnovers even, big problem on both sides. The point analysis, 30 out of 59 for the Lions, as I said earlier, but 8 out of 19 1-pointers for the Lions. That's very good. They didn't take any 3-pointers. 1 3-pointer attempt on the Mongoose, 2 out of 7 on the 1-pointers.
First of all, I'd like to thank the sponsor for coming on board, for helping us getting better with each and every game, and of course my teammates for producing the ball at the right times. We start off a bit slacky, but we came through in the second half. Yeah.
How easy is it to literally change gear? Is it about combinations? Is it about mindset? What does it take?
I think it's all about motivation, like coming from the bench, even on court as well. Like, say for instance, I miss a shot. I just need my teammate there just to motivate me, saying, don't worry, you got the next one. And I think that will help you pick up, change gear, and go forward.
Well, we did see a fantastic, a lot of baskets today with that team effort, the ball moving around very slickly and going up for the shot. Right man in the right place gets the ball, and you were the right man in the right place on many occasions today. Fantastic game, good offense, good defense, and as we've said before, you can probably start your own little merchandise chain. Congratulations, you are the MVP. Here then is a roundup of the day's games, and it's bonus points all round for the Suns, the Eagles and the Lions, all with excellent wins on the day. In terms of the log, there's no change at the top. It's still the Lions and the Eagles. The Suns have leapfrogged the Mongoose into third position, and the Wolverines, they're bringing up the basement. What a dreary season they've had. Now for the play of the day. There were baskets galore, there were thrills and spills, but this youngster, Ramon, just continues to flabbergast us with his skills. Take a look at this little back pass. Here we go now with a good attacking opportunity, because there is an overlap. Wow, take that, sports lovers. Talk about interplay. The quarterfinals of the Supersport Wheelchair Basketball Series for 2019 will happen on the 12th of October. You're very welcome. We'd love to see you down here at the Mandeville Indoor Centre. If you can't though, join us for the highlights, and they'll come to you on the 18th of October. Until then, it's goodbye.